This is Tesla. He's a super hypo tangerine. I wouldn't call him carrot tail, but he is also a baldy. I just call him a super hypo tangerine. He's very pretty. He's actually a little more orange than this shows, because this is just my cell phone. And this is Calypso. She is a tangerine tremper albino. I paired her with Tesla. Sorry, my flash will not work anymore. My phone needs to charge. But this is the first little baby from their pairing. Let's see if I can grab him or her. A little bit. Okay. There we go. See a little better. I think this one's going to turn out a little bit hypo because as it has already shed once and the spots are disappearing. So that baby you just saw was the first part of the first clutch. It had 2 eggs, but only one hatched. It was that one. The other one dented and molded. And then this one is from the second clutch, which she only laid 2 clutches. And this is a brand new, just hatched yesterday, tremper albino tangerine. So I didn't know, but I wanted to prove out to make certain that Tesla was het for tremper. And here is one baby from the clutch that hatched yesterday. And there is the second baby from the clutch that hatched yesterday. She laid 4 eggs total. 3 of them hatched out. Oh my goodness. It always scares me. 3 of them hatched out. 2 of them are tremper. One's, not tremper, but definitely het for tremper. So I wanted to share my second pairing I did. I only did 2 pairings this year because this is my first year and I didn't want to completely overwhelm myself. So this is Shiva. She is actually gaining weight back from her laying. She laid 6 eggs this season. And they're done laying for the season right now. So she laid 6 eggs. So this is Sub-Zero. Now Shiva and him were paired. They are both Blazing Blizzard's Het Eclipse. He's a bit of a feisty one. And he's a big boy. He's about 75 grams right now as of last weigh-in. And he likes to make a giant mess of his tank. Don't even know what that is. I think, oh, that was from a hornworm. That's what that was. And he likes to put his calcium everywhere. But he is a feisty boy, aren't ya? Yeah, he loves food. Absolutely loves food. Wants to eat all the time. But he can't. So I paired them. Now there's still 4 more eggs incubating between this pairing. But 2 of them did hatch. So 2 out of the 6 total that she laid did hatch. And this is one of them. It's a Blazing Blizzard. That is from a calci worm from this morning. This one does not like to eat very well. It's been eating maybe 1 bug a day. That's pretty normal, but this one's over a week old. It should be eating a little bit more than that. But I'm not really worried about it right now, as long as it continues eating. And here is the other little Blazing Blizzard. This one eats a lot. This one eats superworms and dubias perfectly fine. So see, they're not much different in size. Both of them are fine. So this is the incubator. I have water bottles at the bottom to maintain temperature when I open the door. It works okay. I'm definitely going to change things around for next season, but it's incubated my eggs, so I can't really complain. These were laid the 14th, so these are not due yet, but these are very tiny little eggs from Shiva. Okay, very tiny ones, and they're fertile. They're perfectly fine. And I expect them to hatch. I expect them to hatch smaller babies. So far, the babies have been 3 to 4 grams whenever they hatched out, which is good size. Good size on the smaller size. And then this one is due. These 2 eggs are due any day now. Now look at these. These are huge compared to the other ones. They're huge compared to any of the eggs that hatched out. So I don't know if we're just going to have a lot of albumin or if we're going to have big old babies. We should find out soon because these are due to hatch any day now. Because Calypsos, the pair of trumpers that hatched yesterday, they were laid the 23rd or 24th. And then these were laid the, 26th. So these are due today, tomorrow, the next day, any day now. But I'm going to compare these two, put them next to each other. Now these are from the same mother. And these were the last laid, obviously. And these were the second clutch laid. Now the first clutch was just a little bit bigger than these. But these are crazy big. And they're almost like see-through. They're not see-through, but they're very almost. And I thought it might be a calcium issue. But her, this clutch obviously is fine. So I have no idea why they're so big and why they're so strange looking. Like you can almost see the pink hue of inside. No idea why, but we are impatiently waiting on them to hatch out. And then I'm done for this season for pairings. Next year I'm definitely going to do more pairings. I did not want to overwhelm myself this season because it is my first season. I didn't want to overwhelm myself and get a bunch of babies and not house them properly. You know, I wanted to make sure I was doing this correctly. So, and this is how I'm housing them. They have drawers, and then there's heat tape underneath this rack. And then I'm going to be building 2 more racks in the next few months, probably early next year. One more permanent one for babies, and then one for adults. But they're all ready for the new babies once they hatch out.